Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Friday. Okay, I'm Damon Doyle, your council chair, and I'm about to call this meeting to order. Could the council members please introduce themselves?
This is Todd Byerther representing manufacturing suppliers and installers of building materials.
Todd. Who else? Ben, Shell?
Sure. Ben Omura, representing mechanical engineers on the State Building Code Council.
Welcome, Ben.
I'm not on the executive committee, but Chell Anderson, also a council member.
Welcome, Joe. Would any of our guests like to introduce themselves as well? Annette? Oh, actually, Annette's a council member. Go ahead, Annette.
Annette Hayworth, I'm admin assistant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Annette.
Yep.
Mixed you up for somebody else. Like I said, it's Friday for sure.
It's Friday.
I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Dustin Kerb, the State Building Code Council Staff Managing Director. And it doesn't look like we have the people here for the executive committee that I was expecting to be here. We're missing one more to have quorum today. So I guess we could do a roll call real quick for what we have for the committee, and then see if we can move this stuff forward.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do an executive committee roll call if we could, please.
Okay, Damon Doyle,
Here.
Todd Byerther,
Here.
Jay Arnold. I know he declined the meeting.
Yep.
Roger Haringa also declined the meeting, and then Tom Handy.
And Tom did respond that he was going to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without Tom, we do not have a quorum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me reach out to Tom really quick. See if he's just delayed.
I'm in Pullman. Maybe I better drive to Whitman or to Whitman County.
Yeah, there you go.
And as we're doing that, I know we need quorum, but did Roger indicate, did he have a proxy? Did he share his?
He did not, and I think that it's for the fire tag you're asking about.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to weigh in, and I guess where I'm going with that is if we don't have a quorum, maybe we just need a punt, and when we can get Robert in.
Right.
I mean,
As far as the fire tag goes, we've got 3 folks applied for that position or for positions within that group. And one's for a vacant seat and 2 for 1 vacant seat, and then 1 for a seat that's already filled. So and I think that Roger got out on the road before this information got sent out to everybody.
okay. Sorry, I said Robert, but yeah, Roger I meant. Well, I mean, we're pretty flexible as a smaller group. It's not good practice, but we could notice it for next week sometime.
Yeah. I think that Roger's not available till the day before the council meeting. Jay should be available early next week. And I'm not sure about Tom. And then, so one other option, we could put this on the agenda for the council meeting next week. We don't have the reports from the tags happening. We could push this to that, and then we would have the folks here available for that. And then not that I want to do that, but
Dustin, how many individuals do we need to approve?
Well, let's check that here. I'll share my screen and show you what we're working with.
Okay.
There we go. So for the IBC tag, we have 7 folks with applications in here.
Okay.
We have 3 of those folks applying for 1 seat that is a vacant seat. We have a building owner property manager seat, and we have the accessibility, so the building property manager seat on that tag is vacant. Or no, I'm sorry, we're talking about the fire tag, correct?
No, you're talking IBC.
Okay.
I'm just curious on just in total.
On total numbers, so I'll just review each tag then for what we've got then.
Yep.
So building manager, property owner, tag seat is vacant for the IBC tag. We have another applicant who didn't indicate which seat they would like to occupy, but they work as an architect and that seat is full. We have an accessibility person applying for a vacant seat and a general public SME, which is filled currently. So there's no room on that one.
Okay.
Within the fire tag, I have 3 applicants. One is any seat again, is the same individual who applied for the IBC tag. That seat that they might closely resemble is for the architect seat, which is full on the IFC tag. We have 2 general public SME applicants, and that seat is fully vacant on the IFC tag.
Okay.
For the MVP tag, we have 3 applicants, one of whom we didn't receive an application for. We only received a letter of recommendation from BIAW, but we don't have any contact information for that individual. And it's my understanding that we did bounce that back, that we don't have an application for this individual, but he's on here kind of as a placeholder at the moment, but really not in consideration for the MVP tag or the energy code tag at the moment. So we have 2 applicants for the MVP tag, one for the residential HVAC position, which is fully vacant, and then one for the home builder slot, which is also fully vacant. And then within the energy code commercial tag, we have a manufacturer supplier applicant. That slot is fully filled, and we're thinking maybe to keep them in consideration for the energy code residential tag. Is kind of the conversation that's been had.
And I think based upon the initial agenda we discussed for the next week, it looks like we probably have room to put this in as an order of business of that meeting. So we are almost 10 minutes in, and I didn't get a response from Tom. So I'm going to assume he's not going to show up. So with no quorum, yeah, we can't necessarily call the meeting to order. So.
Yep. So it was kind of a quick shot, on my part to get this one organized in time, and some folks had some pre-existing commitments, and we tried to get it in with 3 and just barely have the quorum, and I guess we're not going to be able to do that today.
Okay. Well, everybody take the rest of the day off.
So we'll just do the council meeting then, Chair? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, yeah, we'll
Okay.
have to, we'll squeeze it into the council business. Again, it looks like a lot of these, there's no room for them. The other ones, the seats are vacant, so I think it should be pretty quick order of business on Friday, so.
Yep. And
Okay.
so on the council stuff, all that stuff should be hitting our website today, if anybody was wondering about that.
Yeah, if you could add this to the agenda and put it up, that would be awesome.
Yep, will do.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry for bringing you in for no action.
All
That's
good.
okay. All good. All right.